Understand.
When I was a teenager, I had very little information about my body. My mother was too shy to open up and talk to me about my sexual development. There was no internet and no books available to answer my questions. One morning, I was washing my body. Then I discovered a very strange pea-sized swelling right at the opening of my vagina. I was 14 or so, and I was mortified. I was scared to tell my mother, and I spent days trying to figure out what I'd done wrong. It turned out that I had a Bartholin cyst. So what is a Bartholin cyst? Let's first talk about what a Bartholin gland is. The Bartholin glands are two small organs under the skin in a woman's genital area. They are on either side of the folds of the skin, called the labia, that surround the vagina and the urethra. Most of the time, you can't feel or see the Bartholin glands. The Bartholin glands make a small amount of fluid that moistens the outer genital area or the vulva. This fluid comes out from two tiny tubes next to the opening of the vagina. These tubes are called the Bartholin ducts. So what are the Bartholin gland cysts then? If the Bartholin duct gets blocked, fluid builds up in the gland. The blocked gland is called a Bartholin Gland Cyst. These cysts can range in size from a pea to a large marble. If the Bartholin gland or duct gets infected, it's called a Bartholin gland abscess. A Bartholin gland cyst is often small and painless, and some go away without treatment. But if you have symptoms, you might want to have treatment. If the cyst is infected, you will need treatment definitely. So what causes a Bartholin gland cyst? Sometimes an infection or thick mucus or swellings around this area can block a Bartholin gland duct and cause a cyst. Infected Bartholin cysts are very painful and can be caused by sexually transmitted infections. But sometimes they can also happen if you don't have sex. So what are the symptoms of a Bartholin gland cyst? You may not have any symptoms if the gland is small, but if it gets big or becomes an abscess, you can have symptoms. So the symptoms, what you see on your body, is probably a painless lump in the vulva area, sometimes redness or swelling in this area, and discomfort when you walk, sit, or have sex. If you have an infected cyst, so not only filled with fluid but also has pus inside, you will have pain that gets worse when you are walking or sitting or moving around. There's also fever and chills and swelling in the vulva area. You might have some pus coming out of it, and in this case it's really an abscess and needs to be treated. So how do we diagnose the Bartholin gland cysts? You're the one who will decide if you have a problem with them or not, because you will tell us about the symptoms. In many cases, they will go away without treatment, so don't panic and try some home remedies first. First, take a medicine that kills pain, so a painkiller, and then, to help your healing, soak the area in a shallow, warm bath. We call it Sitzbad in German, or Sitzbath in English. A Sitzbath is one in which the hips and the buttocks are put in water, and it is usually used to promote healing in other health problems like hemorrhoids, but this is very good also for treating Bartholin gland cyst. There is a procedure called Marsupial Ization, in which a pouch is created by making a cut over the cyst and stitching the sides together. This allows the cyst to drain. If the cyst is infected, it may break open and start to heal on its own after 3 to 4 days. But if the cyst is very painful, your doctor may drain it for you. You may also need to take antibiotics to treat the infection if the doctor prescribes antibiotics. To keep the cysts from closing and filling up again, your doctor may put a small drainage tube with a small balloon at one end inside the cyst. The balloon is inflated inside the cyst to keep the cyst open. After the gland is healed, the tube and balloon are removed. For severe cysts that keep coming back, you may have surgery to remove the Bartholin gland and duct. Don't be scared of your Bartholin gland. Don't be scared of your body. All the best. This video contains general information about medical conditions. The content might not be suitable for everyone and should not be treated as such. Always consult your doctor before using medications. The medical information is provided without any warranties or legal obligations to those who might apply them.